and we got one of the characters on the coaching staff who all the kids have talked highly about, who they probably have the closest relationship with is the strength and conditioning guy, because that's who it all starts with. That's who camp starts with. That's who they become close to. I've heard people in the past talk about Swayze, and Swayze was the one that was a lot of kids' introduction into the University of Miami. So now we have Oregon's strength and conditioning coach that's came over, Coach Fales, which is the stats, which we've seen has been rated as the top strength and conditioning coach in college football. I don't know who's out here rating strength and conditioning coach, but I'm going to respect their work and whatever they're doing. If they're going to say, guy is the guy. But I heard this guy challenges them physically. I heard he challenges them more mentally. And the kids are very receptive to it, what he's got going on and what he's preaching. You see him in the middle, man, lit. Listen, man, we'd like to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We'd like to say hit the subscribe button, share, hit the alert bell. And if you don't hit the subscribe button right now, you're a hater, because it's free. Caneville, FOOTBALLVILLE, man. Nobody do it like us.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the Gunshine State. What them boys still boring in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here.
We got the defense, we got the warm-up going on. All the coaches out here. I see we got big Ed Reed out here hanging out in the middle. It's just a warm-up we got going on. That big Savage Joseph, we can go back, Savage Joseph to the Florida State Wesley Basaint story, when Wesley Basaint threw up to you. We're a long, far away from that, all right? But we're going to revisit it for a second. When Wesley Basaint threw down to you at Florida State, former Miami Central coach Savage Joseph was the one standing next to him. Savage Joseph was the one that coached him in high school, went on to be a Florida State coach. Mario took him back, and now he's a University of Miami coach. Savage Joseph, I saw him walking out this facility the other day on live. Walking out the facility on the live. He gave me a hug, hometown kid back at the crib. So that's the Savage Joseph story. And then we got Mario Cristobal out here. Chill out in front of the DBs, finna throw on his U hat. Didn't that feel good to see Mario representing the U, big dog? See him back home, leading the team. Somebody who we know is passionate about the program. We're gonna get the program back on track. So that's Mario out here leading in front. And we told you in days of past, in times of past, we wouldn't see the other coach out here in the middle of things at the beginning. So that's different from an aspect of what we see. You understand what we see. Now, we were only out here 25 minutes, 15 minutes before. And so maybe we didn't see it. But visually, what we can tell you about is something different. There go our legend, man, Miami Central state champ, Coach Patty Roland Smith, who we thought wasn't sure if he was going to actually be on the staff because of all the NCAA rules, you know what I'm saying? But here he goes, he's out here in the middle of the fray, man, and that's good to see Roland Smith out here, man. Man in the community who's led plenty of kids out of the gutter, out of the ghetto, and into college careers. And see, now we got the big dog, James Williams. James Williams, second year out here, looking a little thicker with the big 0 on. You know that's some hood, right? You know that's some hood. Youth football, 0, 00. That's some hood. And the college allowed it a couple years ago. And you knew the kids from South Florida was going to take advantage of it because they just want to be different. James Williams, second year, him, Cam, I would say even though they're younger kids, will be leaders on the defense. Cam isn't out here right now. He's nursing the injury. But Big Dog James, who I say is a first rounder, who will be a first rounder, no matter what you think, I say he was a first rounder when he was 12. Hit year 2, different staff, different leadership. We should see a different James. Are there things in his game he has to fix? Of course. Even he knows that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he's a little overzealous. Sometimes he doesn't rap when he tackle. But he was a kid, thrown in the fray. He got it done. I think he was one of the top freshman DBs in college football, and you can only go up from there. All right. We got Frank Ladson Jr. out of South Dade. Frank Ladson committed to Clemson. Frank Ladson Jr. out of South Dade. Frank Ladson committed to Clemson a couple of years ago. Went to Clemson, spent 3 years at Clemson. Say what it is. Didn't do much. In 2020, he had 18 receptions for 281 yards. 2019, he had 9 receptions. In 2021, he had 4 receptions. I would never doubt Frank Ladson's talent. I'm heard he was injured, gimped up a lot. Sometimes a new scenery is what anybody can use, not just kids when we're talking about football. We're just talking about in general. Sometimes new scenery can help you and your family out. Sometimes you need a different job. Sometimes you need something to put more energy in you. And we're hoping that's what the University of Miami can do for Frank Ladson, because Frank Ladson, 6'3", 205 pounds. When he left out of South Florida, he's one of the top talents in the nation. And I mean, I'm talking about on tackle and 7-on-7. He had a body type that you couldn't coach, and then he had the skill set to go with it. He's the largest target we have at wide receiver right now. All right, so Frank Ladson, 2021, 4 receptions, 19 yards. 2020, 18 receptions, 281 yards. 2019, 9 receptions, 128 yards. No touchdowns. But listen, man, he at University of Miami now, different regime. He's back home. It's probably more comfortable. You saw what Tyreek came down here and did. Frank Ladson's going to come down here and do the same thing, make it happen, get this thing popping, Frank, for the crib. Every day?
If I can.
Yeah. I heard that too, dog. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard the same thing. Yeah.
You know, it's just, like Jimmy told us, it's the small things that's counting.
Right.
What's up, patio?
Man, it's good to see you here.
Same
here. Yeah. All right. So you're looking live at Puny DVD's legs. DVD has played in the league and somehow could not gain 15 pounds. Now listen, man, you're looking at the DBs all together. DBs is probably one of the deeper positions that we have on the team, even with guys out. You know what I'm saying? Even with guys out. Right here on the end, you see James Williams. We talked a little bit about James. But we have a bunch of guys here, man. The dynamic of college football is something different. It's something different these days. Hold on. You too close? The dynamic of college football is something different these days, man. There's 4 or 5 year guys on this defense, maybe 6 years on this defense. When you're starting to talk about DJ Ivey, start talking about Blaze, that's grown men. That's grown men on your defense. If you could just get them locked in and all on the same page, that has to be a plus. Now that's cross college football. That's across college football. So I'm not saying that's just something that's privy to Miami, but what I'm saying is the dynamic of college football and what it is today. So going down, you got number 15, Devontae Williams. We all know the Devontae Williams story. You have Takori Couch. We're hoping to have a bounce. We have Takori Couch. We're hoping to have a bounce back year. Not sure what happened with Corey Couch last year. Seemed a little off. Heard that's something personal, but we're not gonna get into that because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. But Corey Couch was going into last year as ACC top 5 cornerback in the ACC, and it didn't end like that. He had number 20, Jalen Harrell. Jalen Harrell, big body, as you can look and see. I mean, he looks to be similar, almost close to size of James when you look at them and they stay next to each other. Maybe not as tall, but the size is comparison. We haven't seen much out of Jalen Harrell, but we're hoping that Jalen Harrell can put it together and get it done. Blaze, we're hearing, had an awesome offseason. Workout camp. We're hearing Blaze had a great camp, and he's locked on. He's put on some weight, looks a lot bigger. We know his pedigree. I mean, we know what Blaze, his genes, his genetic build. We know all of that. And over here working with the DBs, we got Coach Roland Smith out here with the DBs. We got DVD. We got Coach Adai. Maybe 5, 6 coaches, and I've never seen that many coaches just with one position. But like I said, we've talked in ad nauseam about it being 3 times the coaches out here. All right, so here we go. University of Miami, quarterback position. Before De'Aaron King, we struggled. We struggled at the quarterback position. I'm not saying anything you guys don't know. Boy, things have changed as we bring in Netflix star Jake Garcia. We bring in a highly talented Ja'Cory Brown. And then second half of last season, Tyler Van Dyke emerges. In the fire, when the living Tyler Van Dyke emerges when we thought Tyler Van Dyke, let's be honest, was going to be the odd man out and squeeze between King and Garcia. Tyler Van Dyke emerges 2,931 yards, 25 touchdowns, 6 interceptions with a quarterback rating. So Tyler Van Dyke came in second half of the season, took over for an injured King who wanted, I'm sure wanted to finish the season, had all the NIL deals, but the Alabama game, I think, is when King got injured. Oddly to say, no different than when Florida State quarterback career was basically ended with the Alabama game. King goes out. Tyler comes in. I think his first game was versus the House of the Blind. But he goes into Duke. Well, Duke was the last game. He comes in the Pitt game. We win 38-34. 42 attempts, 32 completions for 426 yards versus Pitt, Tyler Van Dyke. That was kind of the point where we realized, holy crap, did we have our better quarterback on the bench? Now Tyler Van Dyke going into this season, we'll be in the Heisman Trophy talk. I'll just say it now. I mean, we have one of the best quarterbacks in college football. You know what I'm saying? We faced the Heisman Trophy candidate winner last year in Bryce Young, and we were the ones telling you that, hey, listen, Bryce Young is that dude. Don't think he's going to lose the game, yada, yada, yada. He wins the Heisman. Now we're telling you that Tyler Van Dyke will be in the Heisman Trophy talk, and you're hearing here first. I mean, you're getting to see it here first, here on Caneville, FOOTBALLVILLE. He's our guy, and a lot of times when you're standing in the middle of something, you don't value it, you don't see it that way, but it is what it is. We all saw how he ended the season, had 6 games, 6 of the best games in college football. Now he's being led by a different staff, different culture, just a different leadership here. We have Coach Gaddis out here, who's one of the top assistants, top coordinators in college football, comes over. And then you got Frank Ponce, who Mario Cristobal hired at FIU, brought back to the University of Miami because obviously he thinks really high of Frank Ponce. And Tyler Van Dyke has the structure around him to get him to that next level, we believe. KJ Osborne, I'm going to call him KJ the Great. You know what I'm saying? Out of Buffalo, came here And we all know the KJ Osborne story. Now he's back here after doing the same thing at Minnesota, being lower on the depth chart, working his way up, getting an opportunity, and doing his damn thing. KJ Osborne is out here at practice, watching practice with the man hearse on. The man hearse. I don't know what you call a man purse, a merce. I don't know what you call a man purse. But when you get money, you could do shit like that, like Hopkins. What Hopkins was trying to buy a purse on Hard Knocks that time. What he trying to buy something? Trying to put his little doggy in the purse. But yeah, man, when you start getting money, man, you start being on different shit. But man, we got KJ Osborne back out here. We got Cedric Redwine. He's out here somewhere. I saw Ed Reed. He's out here. Coach Talbot Bain is back out here, full University of Miami gear. Mario is doing this thing, and which bringing the community back. Really see. Rashad Smith has ran a few crisp routes, quite a few balls. We got Restrepo here next, about to run this route. Listen, bro, if you know, let me know in the comment section below. What is Restrepo's superpower? Whatever it is, it's worked at every level. I don't like whatever his superpower is. It's worked at every level. He makes plays. He's always make plays.
Period 5, no photos or video, so just put the camera down and away.
Gotcha. All right. So, whatever his superpower is, let us know in the comment section below if y'all think Restrepo's superpower is. Listen, let's be clear. We're out here getting footage, but the University of Miami has kind of changed their procedures and how they want things to be shot. So if you see us close, tight, so close that you can see a booger in somebody's nose, it's because they don't want wide shots anymore. They don't want you guys seeing everything. Well, not you guys, but they're more so worried about the foe. If we the Crips, they worry about the Bloods. They worry about the Bloods locking in and watching their practice and looking at stuff that they ain't got no business looking at. So that's why we're locked in tight, man. We're just gonna have to take what they give us as of now, and I'm sure as it goes, we'll grow. All right, man. Day two, University of Miami practice. KJ Osborne was in the house with a man Merce. It was a man pocket. We got to talk to Jake Garcia's family, man. Awesome guy. I got to talk to his mom and dad. We'll get into that later. Mario Cristobal leading the practice again, out from front. Same energy, same level of I can just say this over and over again, how the bar is just being raised across the board, what they're expecting of us as media people, what they're expecting out of the kids. We had Coach Topper Bain in the house again. We get into some Tyler Van Dyke talk, we get into some James Williams talk. Tyler Van Dyke will be a Heisman Trophy candidate coming this following season. You're getting it here first, man. We're telling you here first, and we're going to get a little more in depth into Tyler Van Dyke and what's going on with Tyler Van Dyke. Sam Brooks shows back up on the roster again. Sam Brooks, hometown kid. We wasn't sure if he was home, off, where has he been. Number wasn't on the roster last week. Well, they added 6 back onto the roster. 6 is Sam Brooks. Shout out to Sam Brooks, man. Get healthy. Get back on here, man. Y'all stay locked in with us, man. Make sure you like, share, them NFTs coming.
I'm gonna take 3 motherfucking things, and that's what? This nigga, my shit, my shit, my shit. That's it.